So this is the second part of the tests for the game screen. We're going to be running to the tests through 14 to 16. So test 14 is the fold button functionality. So when a player presses this, they'll be considered out for this hand. The bets already played by that player will stay in play, but any bets after they fold, they will not be considered for. So we've got a game here with 3 players. Player 2, who has the dealer chip, is the computer player that I've been working on, just to get this into the video. So we'll just get through to the flop, then I will fold a player. There you go. So I will fold this player, and then I'll just run through and make sure that this player stays out of any of the ones, because his bets are still in the pot. His starting chip hasn't increased anything. Right, so the computer's raised me, so I'll see the computer. But as you can see, after the computer, when it went straight to me, it didn't go over to the player that I folded, and now this is a new round. So that is a successful test. So test 15 is to check to see if the mouse is over a button that is clickable. It reacts, so it highlights. It's much like some of the tests in the other videos. When the user mouse is over a clickable button, it will highlight with the grey tinge to make sure that the user knows it's that they're able to click it. So on here, the buttons that should be clickable are the exit game button on the top left hand side, the bet button, fold button, check button on the bottom right hand side, and the slider. So if I hover over the end game, it highlights yellow, so we know that's successful. If I do the check, same, successful. Fold, successful. If I do bet, it's successful. And then if I do the slider, it's successful as well. That's good. So that's a successful one, so that's a pass. Test 16 is check to see that if the mouse is over a button that is not clickable, it does not react. So that means if I put the mouse over a label or anything like that, it won't highlight with the grey tinge like the buttons that are clickable did. So on here, the labels or things that shouldn't highlight are the starting chip counts to the right of the tokens for each player, for the dealer, big blind and small blind. The bets for this round, which is to the right of the chip count for each player, and the pot, which is in the centre. So if I run my mouse over those, you can see none of these are highlighting grey, and if I click each one, none of them are clicking. Nothing's happening with them. So that's a successful test, and that's a pass.